feelings that you should not ignore. But I want to talk to you about six particular feelings you should not ignore. Now, when I say feelings, I'm really talking about gut feelings. And when I say gut feelings, I'm really talking about your intuition. Your intuition is a sort of felt sense. It's a natural sense. When you're acting out of alignment with your core values, it might kick in. When you may perceive danger or a threat, it may kick in. Now, oftentimes people confuse their intuition for discernment. Discernment is not intuition. Intuition is natural. It's part of your subconscious. Discernment is supposed to be a part of your conscience because the definition of discernment is the ability to judge well. And we all know some people who don't know how to judge well, whether that be people, places, or things. So discernment is your ability to see a situation, whether that be people, places, or things, and to determine for yourself that basically this is not for me. So what I want to talk to you about, like I said a little bit earlier, is six feelings, six gut feelings you should never ignore. And you know, when making difficult decisions, people oftentimes say, listen to your gut. And we all come with a sort of sixth sense that tells us or lets us know the difference between right and wrong. It's an evolutionary tool that's meant to help you survive. Now, it's very important not to dismiss warning signs from your subconscious mind because it picks up on a lot much or a lot more things about your environment than what your conscious mind does. And it can help you make better decisions. Now, one of those gut feelings that you should never ignore is that when you have a sense that you're not well, we've all had that nagging feeling in the back of your mind that keeps saying there's something not right with our bodies. But the problem is most people would rather ignore it as paranoia than to go and find out where this feeling is coming from. When experiencing this kind of gut feeling, you should always go and find out what that's about. And that's in case whatever is going on end up getting worse and you have a much more serious problem down the road. Another feeling you want to not ignore is when you have a feeling of danger. And sudden uneasiness can hit you out of nowhere, no matter what the situation is or how safe you think you are. Give this sudden feeling some credibility and try to figure out where the danger is coming from. And not just that, remove yourself from the situation as soon as possible. A third feeling that you don't want to ignore is being drawn to someone. Now, this is one of those positive gut feelings you should not ignore. Have you ever had the urge to help another person? Our brains can pick up on tone, body language, and other indicators that somebody might need help, even if they don't ask for it. And it doesn't cost you anything to ask someone if you can help them in some way. Besides, it's human instinct to want to help others and make a difference in somebody's life if we can. And on the flip side of that coin, you might get the feeling that somebody might be interesting. This is another good feeling that you should not ignore. And usually your gut will tell you that this person could be important in your life, whether it's a new friend, a romantic partner, or business. Getting to know them can lead to a great opportunity. You know, if you feel this pull, you should probably act on it. Strike up a conversation and see where it leads. Another feeling you don't want to ignore is a feeling that I can do this. Now, if you are an overthinker, come to the front immediately. No matter how talented a person is, they can still choke when it's time to perform. Overthinking things can create obstacles that weren't even problems in the first place. And it usually comes from their own minds psyching them out. Thinking too much instead of acting on instinct. Whatever you're doing comes naturally to you. Using your heart instead of your head is the way to go. Try to find a way to distract your thoughts and let your instincts take over. Another feeling you don't want to ignore is that feeling of this feels right. And this gut feeling can apply to every aspect of your life. If it just feels right when making a personal or professional decision, then it probably is. It's just as important to trust your gut as you trust your mind when it comes to making important decisions. If you feel the slightest bit off about something somebody is trying to convince you to do, then it's probably not for you. Facts aren't everything and won't always help you make a decision. The decision will boil down to how you feel about it, which is why you should trust your gut if something just feels right. And the sixth one, and like I told you, there's a lot of feelings or intuitions or gut feelings that you should trust. These are just six. These are like probably, in my opinion, the most important six. So the last one, number six, to me is very important. If you've ever said to yourself, I'm going to regret this, you need to trust that. If you've ever said to yourself, I'm going to regret this, you need to always trust that. Everybody has regrets, whether that's acting before thinking or being pressured by others. We don't look back on those decisions fondly. When we do look back, though, we remember that gut feeling we had right before, telling us we should stop now or we're going to regret it. And ultimately, it was right. The best way to avoid a lot of regrets later in life is to stop when making decisions and think. Listening more to your intuition can save you a lot of trouble by helping you avoid bad situations and gravitate towards positive ones.